I'm Kathryn Quincey and I'm a partner of Christian Partners in Africa, working for a local NGO in Malawi in the capital city Lilongwe called Children of Blessing. And Children of Blessing is a centre that is running from 8:30 in the morning until 4 o'clock in the afternoon for children with disabilities. So we take anyone from children with a slight speech impediment, deaf, blind, severe difficulties, behavioural problems, albinos, anyone that's kind of been outcast from society. So we have 490 children that are on our books at the moment. Some of those will come just for medication, others just for therapy, others are in the education programme, which I head up. So we head up the education programme. And then also I'm involved with the feeding programme. So any child that is undernourished will be given 2 kg of parlour every 2 weeks to kind of sustain their weight. So that's a little bit kind of what I do. I'll tell you a story about Bless. Bless is 8 years old, but to look at him, you would think he's about 4. So he's very small, and he has autism and behavioural problems. He has no speech. And his parents have always been really, really good with him, very understanding, and have always loved him. But the community around him have kind of put him down as being possessed by the devil. And so because of that, his older brothers and sisters aren't allowed in school. He's not allowed in church. In Malawi, most of the decisions that are made as communities. And of course, that whole family have been segregated and they're not allowed to join in anything. So Bless came to us 2 years ago, very, very violent, wouldn't give you eye contact. So we did loads of work with him as an individual for 2 years. He still doesn't have verbal communication, but he will now give you some eye contact, and he's much better in a group of small people, and he now doesn't have to have individual attention. He can work in a group. So just before Christmas, he went missing and he ran away, which wasn't unusual, but normally if he'd run away, the community would have just kind of put him down as being possessed, so they would have kind of presumed that he'd got involved with child sacrifice and kind of all of these things, so the community wouldn't really care. But we went to see them, and over the last kind of couple of years we've been working with the community as well and trying to explain what Bless's condition is and what is autism, and it's not necessarily because he's been possessed by the devil, and all of those things that they've presumed are completely wrong. So when he went missing, we went back to the community that we've been working with and explained that he's gone missing, and the community really rallied together and sent search parties out. Bless was missing for 3 days, but he was found. He was found 22 kilometres away from our centre, which for a little boy that looks about 4 is horrific. And God kept him safe. He wasn't harmed in any way. He was obviously, like, he'd lost weight, he was hungry, he was cold, but he was fine. He hadn't been touched by anybody, and he was safe. And since then, the community have really thanked God for him being found, and there's very, very small but positive changes in the community. So not only at Children of Blessing do we try and work with children and get them as independent as possible or get them integrated into a mainstream school, we try and work with communities as well. So we do a lot of workshops with pastors or traditional authorities. Often women are the kind of the forefront of the community. So we work with women and we try and explain what disabilities are and how we can integrate children. So Blesses is just a great story of how sort of a community can be changed through what we do at a centre, and how we can work together. And it's not just kind of, you know, coming in and helping a child, it's helping a family, it's helping a wider community. So that was kind of a good story. I'm an official partner of Christian Partners in Africa, and all of my funding comes from personal donations and monthly giving. So all of my money goes through Christian Partners in Africa so that I'm able to get the gift aid back. And the forms will be able to be from either the CPA office and also from our website. And all of my money that I support goes towards me living in Malawi. So I'm a volunteer at Children of Blessing, and I'm not paid. So by you enabling me to be in Malawi enables me to be in Malawi and working for Children of Blessing and doing all of the things that I'm involved with there. Yeah. Just want to say a huge thank you to everyone that has supported me over the last 6 years. Those of you that have known me really well, and others that are just really interested in what I do and have a passion for children with disabilities and Africa. So just a huge thank you to everyone who supported me, particularly those that have also supported my family back home. I really couldn't do what I'm doing without your support, particularly financially and also spiritually, for praying for me. And it's often in Africa, there's often a battle spiritually going on. So just a huge thank you to everyone who covers me in prayer and sends me money and yeah, just emails and letters of encouragement. It's fantastic. So a huge thank you.